Team. Together, everyone achieves more. This is where 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. It's about people. This is where 1 + 1 can equal 3 or 4. By putting the right team together, getting the right person in the right seat at the right time, going to the right place. So this all ties back to your org chart, roles and responsibilities, KPIs. Make sure that you've got the right team in place. This also ties into your DISC and ensuring you got the right personality profiles that complement each other in your organization. Okay? So as you're developing your team and you continue to raise the bar, guess what? Some people are going to fall off. Okay? That's okay. Whenever you're working with your team, you've got your A, B, C, and D players. You want to spend 80% of your time with your A players and bring them up to A+ players. Okay? And then the C and Ds will either step up or they'll step out. Either way is okay. I'm not trying to be callous or anything like that. This is business, and some people are going to step up, some are not. If you focus on the C and D, they might get to be B players, but your A is going to stay the same. You want to move that bar up, get your A players playing A+ players, and that's where you need to be focusing as a leader. Okay? Now, as you're starting to do this, you just think about, okay, what do I need to do to break through? Before there's a breakthrough in your business, there's going to be a breakdown, break apart, break with, or break up. That's just the way it works. If you think back in time before there's a breakthrough, there's some kind of breakdown, break up, break with, break apart, break something. That's okay. Embrace that. That creates that breakthrough. That's that perturbation of that pressure. Something's going to break. Fantastic. You break through. Embrace that. Now, the 16 cylinders of high performance. A manager focuses on the body and mind. That's kind of a 3 and a 3. That's your typical manager. Your leader focuses on the heart and the spirit, okay? You lead people, you manage processes. We've got, managing's easy, leadership is hard. One of my favorite books is John Maxwell's 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. If you haven't embraced that, grab it and go with it. High performance is all about leadership. Make sure you've got the right leaders in place and manage the metrics. Cycle of business. The leader manages the team manages the customer takes care of the business takes care of the leader. Now, whenever you start crossing these, you're going to have problems. When the leader starts taking care of the customer and cuts the team out of it, we're going to have problems. If the team starts trying to run the business, you're going to have problems. Follow the business cycle. The leader takes care of the team takes care of the customer takes care of the business. It's the cycle of business. Follow it and things get better. Keys to a winning team. Number 1, strong leadership. Your leaders must have training. Leadership is a skill. This is why you have West Point and Annapolis, in the military. They train leaders. Are you training your leaders? Common goals. This is all about your vision, mission, purpose, and your SMART goals for the organization at the tactical level. You must have common goals, and they must be communicated to the entire organization. You must know the rules of the game. These are the guidelines. I mean, you can't go out, I remember in my HP days, one of the rules of the game is we don't talk bad about the competition. End of story. We actually had one of our top guys talk bad about competition. Guess what? Fired. Okay? This is part of your culture. The rules of the game is what creates your culture. Okay? A culture is defined by the worst behavior a leader is willing to tolerate, and that's defining the rules of the game. Action plan. This is every business unit, every individual needs to have an action plan on what they're doing to make things better, faster, and cheaper. Support risk-taking. If you don't have risk-taking, you're not going to have your breakthroughs, okay? Give the team the tools, process systems, and training they need, and let them go. Guess what? They're going to make mistakes. Embrace that. We learn from our mistakes. It's okay, okay? Allow them to make mistakes. That's how we learn and get better and faster and cheaper, okay? Or I remember one CEO, their VP of marketing made this big mistake. Cost him $3 million. CEO calls him into the office. The VP comes in, says, well, I guess I'm fired. He goes, what are you talking about? It just cost me $3 million to train you. So support that risk taking. That's how the team gets better and learns and will contribute to the organization as you move forward. And 100% involvement and inclusion. Everyone needs to know where you're going, how you're doing it, and where you're going. Leadership. So leadership is about passion and responsibility. Lock it in with rituals, and that includes, for me, the whiffle. What I feel like expressing. I start every call off with a whiffle. It helps me get the junk out of our brains. It allows people to communicate. What are your rituals for your company? It could be t-shirts. It could be the way you start off things. The Japanese start off with some exercises sometimes. Create rituals for your business. It keeps the team together. Rituals will stay, people will come and go. What are your company rituals? Define them, embrace them, and incorporate them into your activities. And that's what I feel like expressing.